Prepare for battle.
Much. Give you a break.
Give him a break.
"30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
GG, I just invented 2 words.
Oh, you fancy it now, do ya? Denied!
The Fata hero.
Yeah, I was talking about V.
Consider yourself denied.
Big Daddy gets the 2-minute rune. That'll be a haste in his bottle. And Misery will get the 2-minute rune down bottom. So C9 with the rune control at least out of the gate.
Yeah, the Axe is gonna have such a good start here. He's gonna be able to farm the jungle, block the creeps behind, and Juggernaut wouldn't be able to get too many last hits here. He's gonna have a very, very tough time. Needs a lot of space by the Legion Commander and Bristleback later so that he can actually catch up.
Yeah, I think some stacks in the jungle are going to be a necessity, but in July with the Berserker's Call, this could well be your first blood. The healing ward goes down, and it's in July with a spin to get the first blood bonus gold. Now in the mid lane, Sylar initiated on. He'll move into the tree line. Not too many places to juke, but he's got wolves. Fata will be blocked in. He has to eat a tree to make it out. Witch Doctor coming on in, has the cask and a Maledict. Not going to be enough for a kill. Tethered up, Fata will be just fine. So LGD, the ones that strike first here, Winter, and Axe, a lot of farm already. If this keeps up, he'll have a very fast blink dagger.
Yeah, this is gonna be the Axe, like one of the dreams of Axe laning phase. You get to block the creeps behind, you get to free access to the jungle, farming the neutral creeps as well. This is just like a wet dream for Axe. You get so much more farm this way.
Yep. So Timbersaw and the LC even in the bottom lane, mid farming. Looks like the Bristle doing pretty well, up on by a few over Sylar, but all things considered, Sylar able to farm pretty well, microing these wolves pretty effectively. And given that it is consistently been a 2v1, the fact that they're so close on farm, I think it's good news for LGD.
It's also because the support of LGD both always have TP score. Oh, here we go. Fata gonna dive Sylar. Gonna force a TP by the mismatch here.
But they're in deep. MMY comes in. Sylar still goes down. Only so much MMY can do. The cast will start flying through, but they split. Big Daddy will get punished here unless he can tether over the tree line. Has it up in 1 second. Long-range tether. Hops to his buddy Fata. They'll be all right for now. No, they won't. Faith gets one stray auto attack to secure the kill. 1 for 1 in the mid, and it may be 1 for 2. Fata gets grave chilled. They'll have a soul assumption, but nope, will not pursue. This time it's a good trade for C9, but still not the clean kill they wanted as they had to dive deep.
And we haven't been really talking about bottom lane as well too much. It's pretty... both of them have the same amount of last hits. 20 on Bone 7, 22 on the Timber Saw, which is played by Yao.
I'll take that.
Looking at the two heroes, which would benefit from farm more, and I'm thinking like the Bone 7 Legion Commander might be the one getting the early blink, getting more stuff done but for his team. And top lane, here comes the... He's gonna tether onto EE here.
They won in July. EE not yet level 6. No ultimates on the field. So in July should be okay. Not a fear of Omni / Magic Missile will hit him as he makes it to the high ground. There's the Blade Fury out in front. We'll use the Berserker's Call for some extra armor. Of course not going to help you against all this magic damage. But he's got reinforcements here. And he'll survive. Now they might turn it around on a Misery, and they do. The Soul Assumption is enough. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, as we were watching that, they got a kill on Bone 7. And I don't know if there was a rotation. It looks like Witch Doctor got the kill, so it was Witch Doctor and Timbersaw to make the kill happen. But that puts LGD in the lead now 4-1 at only the 5-minute mark.
And looking at the Axe, I was talking about whether he wants to get... He's going to get a very fast ping, but instead he's actually going to opt for the Vitality booster. Probably going to want to finish the Vanguard first against all the C9 heroes, which does a lot of physical damage.
Yeah, great against the Bristle and Jug early on. I guess also the LC for that matter. Not that you really want to be dueling the Axe, but with a Vanguard, nah, no way you're going to be killing it. That is one thing about this C9 draft that makes me a little nervous about that final pick LC, is usually you'll see LC paired with like a Lion or a Skywrath Mage or somebody with big burst damage to sort of secure those duels. And getting that bonus damage on Bone 7 will be a bit difficult.
It's very weird that they pick LC, and usually you have LC specifically to counter certain spells like a lasso with the press of attack, but this game it doesn't feel like the LC press of attack would be used to get any pesky stuns or disables out.
Yeah, no, not really. Maybe like a Grave Chill or something, but nothing too game changing. So let's just take a gander here. It's about a 2,000 net worth lead for LGD at only the 6-minute mark. So getting a lot out of this laning phase. Axe, the last hit leader by a pretty good margin, like 50% up on the next leaders. And Timbersaw getting some good farm out of this bottom lane, now pulling ahead of the LC. And of course that kill, well, assist that he has now, helping him out. Soon to be level 7 and has picked up the Arcane Boots, choosing to max out the Whirling Death for high DPS.
It's mainly that you get Whirling Death max against a strength hero though in that laning phase, just to secure that little bit of advantage that you have and get you more damage done in the lanes. He's just gonna... I think you're gonna just leave it at level 3 at this point. Just get back your Timber Chain on level 4 rank as fast as you can.
Get that mobility. Big Daddy on the Wisp, starting to stack up Ancients on the Dire side, so giving Cloud9 some farming efficiency.
Smoke. Are they going for Roche?
Or do they go for Sylar? Fata manning up here in the mid lane. He'll be able to channel the ultimate, and the Big Wolf runs away. And the Smoke at least moving towards the mid, but I think they want Roche.
No, they can't. Juggernaut doesn't have mass of that.
Oh yeah, he doesn't even have a
Morbid. He doesn't have mass of that. He's gonna try and swing around, get a kill with the Omni Slasher. Preferably he gets a kill on Yao, but maybe they get a kill on both of them.
Oh, but there's some creeps nearby here. Faith, he'll be all right for now. EE forced to use the Blade Fury right away. Yao kind of low on mana. We'll try to Timber Chain out. Could open up for an Omni Slash. We'll use a Healing Salve for good measure. He'll be safe for now. Faith also does a Healing Salve. EE just not finding the opening that he's looking for. LGD staying grouped up. MMY TP's in, and just no good opening to Omni Slash.
Yeah, they didn't really feel confident in going in and getting a kill there. Everyone was pretty healthy, and EE doesn't gain anything from that rotation. He needs like a lot of time to catch up, preferably in the jungle, while his team actually makes something happen around the map.
Yeah,
the Venge and the LC when the LC gets a Blink Dagger. But I'm not so sure how are they going to get kills though, because like you mentioned, LC usually works very well when there's a Skywrath or there's a support like Lion that deals a lot of burst damage during the duel duration. But at the moment, right now, Nothing sort of like this can
Omni Slash is like the only thing they have that does big burst damage, and you know that's not going to work in a lot of scenarios.
They need to rely on the Legion to actually get a lot of damage items to be able to get kills on the go. Bottom lane Misery is going to hide in the trees. Probably want to set up for a tier 1 tower defense at the bottom lane here.
Yeah, only level 4, so no swap online, but LC does get level 6. That means Duel's ready to rock and roll, and LGD do need to keep that in mind. They'll rotate the Lycan down. It is 4 heroes. Axe dealing with the Ancients right now. Looks like they'll stack it up and then perhaps have a go at trying to kill it. Axe Vanguard complete with 900 gold. We'll be looking towards that Blink Dagger coming up next. LGD now move into the tower. Soul Ring on Yao. There is a TP coming in. It's the Bristleback. TP is right to the fray. Fata doesn't have any mana here. Bone 7 comes through thinking about a duel, but Lycan channels the ultimate. Instead, they go in on the Timber Saw. There's the duel, and the first one will yield bonus damage for Bone 7. Now MMY on the run. Has a lot of Soul Assumption damage charged up, but will just fall. And it's Jug that brings him down with a crit to the back. 2-0. Cloud9 take the fight.
Yeah, that was the issue with the Axe going for a Vanguard instead of a Blink. He needs more time to farm. He's actually quite close to the Blink, but this is like a price they have to pay for the Axe not going for a Blink. He's not going to be controlling the tempo so quickly, but building into a much more item build which allows him to survive much better in the fights.
There's also a Vanguard up on old Bristleback here. Fata tanking up with some power treads and even an additional bracer. So that bounty rune denied there by the Wolves. Nice cheeky little play. Bone 7 now initiated on. Yep, Maledict comes out, and this should be more than enough for a kill. Timber Saw just going to let him go, and
he's not.
It's not quite, is it? Oh, it's going to be close, Winter.
Oh my God.
That last tick gets him.
That was close.
Confidence from LGD. They did the math too. Don't worry. They've got a calculator.
Well, level 2 Maledict. That was really close.
Like skipping the Voodoo Restoration altogether. The aggressive build. Okay. I'm seeing it more and more. These Eastern teams really like that Maledict.
Yeah, like I mentioned, it's really good against like heroes like Bristleback. He wants to dive in and man up and try to damage everyone else, but with the Maledict on him, you keep him thinking twice whether he wants to overextend or try and go in deep because he's just going to take so much damage later on. And in July, not showing his Blink yet, he already has to go for it. Gonna purchase it right now.
And LC may be the one to see it.
He has the Death Ward plus the call. It's gonna be an easy kill here if he catches Envy.
Oh, he doesn't have any mana either. Just trying to take out this stacked set of Harpies. Instead, no, they go for the LC. Bone 7 now gets stunned up. Death Ward flies. An easy dunk for In July. As they bring down the Legion Commander, Eternal Envy. Did they not see him as they walked by?
I think they saw him, but they were just already prepared. Tunnel vision on getting the Legion Commander. They just felt that, okay, we'll just leave Envy. But Envy should be actually the higher priority kill there.
Well, now the Witch Doctor, I almost called him the Death Ward. The mobile Death Ward himself. He's got a medallion up. Some more Roche options here, opening up for LGD as their Lycan comes online a bit more. Fata clearing out a big stack of Ancients. And we'll get some nice little farm under his belt. Smoke from LGD towards the pit, but they're going to bump right into Cloud9. Wolves go for the high ground. In July blinks in. And now Fata stunned up, caught by the Berserker's call. They'll break his armor with the medallion, but the damage isn't there to get him into dunk range. Omni Slash brings down the Witch Doctor, but now Timber Saw goes in, dueled by Bone 7. He'll get brought down as well. That's another bout of bonus damage. In July gets the dunk onto the Legion Commander and wants to man up for Fata. Gets stunned, Sylar getting kited around, and it's going to be Cloud9 coming out way ahead in this fight, Winter. It's a 1-for-3, and MMY gets left behind. Make it a 1-for-4, a triple for Envy, and all of a sudden, Cloud9 striking back with huge momentum as they move into the Roach pit and net themselves a 2,500 gold game.
Oh, that was actually really deep. They were diving. They didn't have vision on the high ground, and they knew the smoke break. They were smoked up with the axe. Obviously, Seaman had the high ground advantage there. But they still ran up the high ground and paid a price for it.
Yeah. So they do kill Roche fast enough. These short respawn timers here at only the 13-minute mark. Thought LGD might be able to have a go in the pit, but it will be the Aegis of the Immortal going to the Bristle. Yep. And there's the swap onto Misery, but Faith. Uh-oh, he gets off a Death Ward. He might actually kill the... So here we go. Both teams ready to resume. House is going to explode. Faith still doing a lot of damage to EE. They get the kill on Venge right away. EE will just Blade Fury away.
He actually took so much damage.
Maledict?
Maledict. Oh my god.
Oh
Dire's
my,
middle
almost
tower
enough. I think
is
even
under
without the
attack.
healing ward, though, he would have stayed alive.
Dire's structures are
So,
fortified.
now LGD, they get a couple of counter kills on both supports, even though it was Cloud9 that were the aggressors there. Their tier 1 mid looks like it will take
Dire's middle tower
an early
has
death,
fallen.
and down it goes in July, getting the last hit there. And the gold draft kind of all over the place, but still LGD holding on to a minor lead.
This is gonna be a... Oh my god, here we go.
Radiant's
Fata, he wants to run in and
bottom
engage
tower is
onto
under
Yao here.
Yeah, pressing forward, Timber Chain away, MMY kind of left behind, but in July on the high ground.
He's chasing so far.
And we get a 2-man, 3-man Berserker's call, comes in, finds Big Daddy. He gets called, soon to get dunked, and he's dead. That'll be the first kill in this little exchange, but Witch Doctor goes down shortly after all that goo was stacked up for the minus armor. Fata diving deep again, moves into the tier 1 tower, but he's got reinforcements. Envy and Bone 7 nearby. In July, goes to the Berserker's call. Can we get a series of dunks here? He gets one on Bone 7, make it 2 on the Bristle. That procs the Aegis. Axe goes down in the fray, but still doing a lot of work before he actually dies. Fata comes back to life and will make his exodus, moves around the tower, heads back to friendly territory.
That was more or less a very even clear. Let's C9 that they're gonna gain a tier 1 here. And at the bottom lane, Lycan gets... he's gonna get a similar trade-off here.
Envy will TP in, can't find the deny on the tower, and Lycan will get the last hit. Now Sylar just hanging around, continuing to farm. Mask of Madness is up on the jug. All things considered, even like you said, that LGD do finish off the Aegis, so that little advantage that Cloud9 had there to be so aggressive will now be expired. Bloodstone recipe bought on the Timber, but still a little ways away from that soul booster.
Radiant's
And
top tower is under
looks like
attack.
Fata just going into an S and Y here. So sticking to what we've seen a lot in this tournament, Bristleback with that kind of combative build.
Yeah, Zai usually goes for the mech into the SMY.
Oh, mech instead of Vanguard, okay.
It depends on situations. Like, here we go, scope by C9 gonna find Sylar here. They need to get the stun on him as soon as possible. He just melts there.
And the Omni Slash making that an easy kill. So now all of a sudden an unstoppable streak for Eternal Envy. He started off slow in that safe lane, but he's getting a lot of momentum now. Mask of Madness phase boots up on the Aquila with now another 2,100 gold. But the question is, Winter, how do you itemize the jug this game? Looks like he will go more right-click centric as he has maxed out the crit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Like, it's the best way to play it. There's not many other effective ways as a position 1. Just get the Yasha first, after a Mask of Madness, and
Forward, Berserker's call, on to Envy. He will be able to Blade Fury for now, the relocate out, keeps him safe. And Big Daddy may have to play Sacrificial Lamb here.
Misery is trying to come in near for him to tether though.
Yep, just trying to get in that sweet spot, but the Big Daddy will get called, will get dunked, and no way for him to tether out of that one. That's a big blood puddle for such a little wisp.
Yeah, indeed. Lycan's gonna get some much needed farm as well in the middle lane, hoping to finish his Necro tree as soon as possible so he can do his split pushing shenanigans. Farming the enemy's ancients, killing the big dragon and leaving the small ones for Sylar. It's very typical of him.
So Sylar will just clear it. In his near future, 1,800. Ready to get aggressive. A lot of vision here because of that ward. They find EE.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Cena
Dire's
needs to
middle
be...
tower has fallen.
and that will be enough for MMY on the visit.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure.
Okay. And a lot of them would...
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
LGD right there to defend. And the Visit will actually be the winner of the duel. MMY stays alive. They've lost the Wisp already. C9 in a 5v3-ish scenario. Lycan's not here, but he's still contributing with that Howl. Now Misery trying to make the exodus, gets caught and dunked. Oh boy. Things starting to fall apart a little bit for Cloud9 here, Winter. That's like a 2,300 net worth trade in favor of LGD.
Oh dear, this is not very good for them. They took a fight without having everyone there. They were not in a good position. Well,
yeah, well, and that's the difference. LGD didn't have everybody there either, but Sylar can still contribute so much just with the Howl from afar.
Is under attack.
yeah, at least he has that global presence. Well, at this moment right now, C9 again, always we see that drafts that they don't have much deep push, and when the enemy has strong primary lineups, they always have a lot of trouble defending their towers and losing towers left and right. And this game, how much are they going to get? How much farm more they're going to get on the Juggernaut before the high ground push comes is the most important thing.
Where's he at right now? Yasha, last item he picked up, hasn't purchased anything since, but has 2,100 gold to spare. Super fast Roche respawn. That's got to be close to the minimum, maybe a few seconds fast.
For C9.
It really does. That's just some bad RNG, and it'll go down before they even realize it's respawned. So who do they give the Aegis to here? I reckon the Timbersaw, okay. I would have thought the Axe.
He's doing a lot of burst damage, and Axe doesn't seem like he's gonna die though. And Timber is the one always getting focused on by the Legion commander, so he's not being able to drop his spells off left and right against the Wrist, the Venge. He does a lot of damage if he's actually doing a very long fight, a very extended fight. So he's always been the target of the Legion commander's duel. But C9 at the moment, I feel they have this problem where in the last few fights, Death Ward has been left untouched. Faith was able to just channel his Death Ward for the longest duration. They don't really have much disables after the Legion commander goes in, throws a target, and you want to save the swap to save some other core hero which is in trouble, usually the Bristleback. So no one is able to get behind Faith as well to stop him from channeling the Death Ward, which is a huge issue here right now.
That's just a shortcoming of this draft. You've got 3 heroes that just can't really do much against it. Very limited on their crowd controls. Lycan still just sitting on Necro level 1, but Manta Styles come out on Eternal Envy. So the Juggernaut does complete at least one more item before the high ground push commences.
Now, a good item to help him accelerate his farm, quick push the lanes with the illusions, and not particularly any spell that I think that would be able to take off.
Is this it, Winter? Is this the beginning of the push? 5-man smoke up the mid from LGD?
You know, Andrew, how many games we've done on C9 already? You see the same problem over and over again. They don't have much D push, and enemy comes at a
We're going to see it again. Fata forced to look at the team. The Bristleback ability going to be rendered completely ineffective. Nice setup from LGD, and it'll be a good gank to get this push started. With the Aegis in hand, they look at the high ground here and go right into the tier 3 tower. Cloud9 have a glyph available. Buyback on the Bristle is also available, but he'll be patient with it. Bone 7 goes in, duel onto Faith, finds the quick pick on the Witch Doctor, but he didn't have the ultimate anyway. Now the mech used by the Visage, LGD will start to retreat. Crimson Guard has also been popped by Fata. Yao throwing out the Chakram, trying to slow everyone down so his team can escape with minimal losses here. Shiva's Guard used, Sylar channels the full ultimate. Now they'll turn and try to fight. In July gets taken out, and I think for LGD, the retreat should be in full effect here. Sylar just barely TP's home. Visage lives, he's the gem carrier. So, 1 for 2, but they forced the buyback on the Bristle.
And they didn't use the Aegis on Yao. So, sort of probably almost even, and that fight was what I was talking about. They needed to take out the Witch Doctor right away. And then you see
MMY.
He's gonna get a kill on Big Daddy first before he goes down.
But he is going to lose the gem, and Envy picks it up. So even though it's 1 for 1, big exchange for Cloud9 there. Bottom lane looks like Timbersaw may get locked down. It's a duel from Bone 7. He'll get some bonus damage, even though there is an Aegis of the Immortal.
Pick up the Big Doctor, the ultimate up his sleeves.
Timbersaw, he's going to go down too quick though. Gets interrupted from a swap by Misery. Faith will still get the kill with a negative earn charge, but now Faith, he gets turned around on. Easy kill for Cloud9. And they are getting some decent momentum out of all of these trades.
Yeah, they are getting way too many pickups here left and right. With the relocate on top on the Visage, with the gem, and bottom lane another duel on the Timbersaw. Just feels like this game could be a game where someone gets a Lincolns and just puts it on a crucial hero to render the Legion Commander useless. It's not easy for them to actually trigger off the Lincolns if you look at their lineup.
The Bristleback Q is the one ability that
Bristleback
stands out.
would be the one to trigger.
Yeah.
The Venge probably not so easy here.
So, LGD, they get the level 3 Necronomicon completed on the Lycan. Now we saw the Shivas on Axe, so they still have a pretty good kit of items to try and look towards that high ground. Time on the Aegis. What does he have? Oh, it's expired already. Okay.
No, he lost the Aegis.
Oh, he lost it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we just saw it there. Derp. I keep thinking the Lycan had it. Yeah, they gave it to the Timbersaw. So no more Aegis of the Immortal. We'll delay any incoming push from LGD probably till the next Roche, I'd imagine.
Lycan has the Necro tree and double damage, because he wants his team to create some
Mid, duel onto Yao in July. Well, we know the answer now. Duel is the trump card. Bone 7 does not turn around, stays the course for the kill. They also finish off the Visage. Death Ward doing a lot of damage, or is it? The Crimson Guard mitigates so much of it. It's a 3-on-2 though. Sylar running in like a madman with that double damage rune. Envy dueled, dunked, and this Wolf is just doing too much work here, Winter. Fata has his back turned, but doesn't matter. Big Daddy comes in and will keep Fata safe. End of the day, it is LGD that get the better out of that trade. I think that, or I guess it's pretty even. Timbersaw comes back because of the Bloodstone charges.
It's very even.
Okay. Yeah, forget about the Bloodstone.
But you can say LGD won because Lycan is their position 1 and he's alive, and C9 lost their position 1.
The double damage rune really making a big difference there.
That fight would have been won by C9 if the Sylar Lycan didn't have the double damage rune.
Yeah.
So there was like a crucial thing why Lycan, you could do a lot with a certain amount of runes like double damage.
So does LGD wait out for next Roche here before they make a go towards high ground? There's still one outer tower that they can consider trying to take down. C9 have only pushed 2 tier 1s so far. Ooh, Envy with an interesting item pickup. Maelstrom on the Jug.
We've seen this a couple of times already. It's not a very common pickup on Juggernaut, but it accelerates his farm, gives him the procs during the Omni Slash, and yeah, he will be able to farm a lot faster with this build.
That's true.
It's a lot of damage as well, and if you get lucky with the procs.
Well, and we talked about Cloud9 lacking D-push. That is a way to clear creep waves, clear out neutrals. So I do see where he's coming from on that front, but is it actually enough to stop the big bad wolf? Goldgraph is now zeroed out. Oh, pardon me, that was experience, I guess. Net worth. About a 3,000 net worth lead for LGD. But there will be an Assault Karas inbound for Sylar. Looks like he doesn't have it completed yet, but making big progress. Axe now with a Heaven's Halberd on top of the Shivas. So another tool to try and deal with this Jug, deal with the Bristle, or hell, even the LC. All of them lacking BKBs right now.
Ghost Scepter would also be a good item. I actually would have considered getting a Ghost on a Timber this game. if you're quick on the fingers, you can
Dire's
actually
bottom
mitigate a
tower
lot of
is under
damage when
attack.
the Legion will try and duel you in the upcoming fights. It's not a bad choice for the Timbersaw.
Well, LGD will just stay as a 4-man
Dire's
unit in
bottom
their
tower
jungle
is under attack.
as Lycan farms the mid, and up top, Cloud9 just kind of splitting the lanes. Both teams just kind of sitting back and farming away here, Winter.
Radiant's top
Looking
tower
for
is
the
under
next
attack.
round of core items. So, MMY, we will get up top. They're going to go for a gank down bottom as well. Sylar will get dueled and picked off, but in the bottom lane, what can they do? They find EE, Blade Fury away, but the Timber chain forward. Trying to get the body blocks going here. He's damn fast. Can they actually close the gap? Yao comes in. There's the point forward from In July, and ends up being an easy one for LGD. So both ones get taken out. Pretty even trade.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, C9 is gonna get a tier 2, so they probably
They get the advantage.
they get the advantage out of that.
top
And
tower
they
is
are
under
gonna run up behind them with his Shivas, SMY, and Crimson are gonna do some damage to the tier 2 here. They need to TP people back very, very quickly. Axe is gonna be the one going back first, and Timbersaw here goes back to the base, holds off the push. Let's look at the item progression. Axe
Radiant's
seems to be the
top
one that
tower
has
is
the
under
most
attack.
items right now. Yeah, he has the most net worth on Team LGD right now, sitting at almost 15,000. Lycan, like you mentioned, hasn't got the Assault Cuirass completed yet. Would be a really good item against C9's lineup. That armor mitigation of all the physical damage that C9 has.
Yeah, for C9, their item progressions mostly come in 2 items. The soon-to-be Mjolnir on the Jug, and now the Shivas is up on the Bristleback. Jug
Radiant's
about
bottom tower
500
is under
gold away
attack.
from grabbing that completed Mjolnir and the Hyperstun.
Legion Commander is gonna build into, I guess, a BKB just to deal with the Timbersaw
Okay.
and the Soul Assumption. I guess the rest are all physical damage.
I
so.
feel like a Blade Mail could be pretty good here. It gives you the option to...
He already has a blade mail.
Oh, he has Blade Mail already? Oh, okay. All right, I take that back. I like it. Good call. Blade Mail BKB.
And here we go. They're gonna try to run into the jungle. Wolves won't be able to scout them out since they're smoked up here. Oh, Mama, yeah, it's gonna be the one that they're gonna run into first. Roche is up though. LGD know that there's Roshan there.
And
one wolf inside the pit. And C9 is gonna wrap around trying. Oh, yes.
Envy goes in, and July misses the Berserker's call. That allows Envy to get off the Omni Slash, bouncing around to all the Necronomicon units. Phase will be the dual target. He goes down, and it's a winner for Bone 7. In July just says, hell, I'm going to TP out of here. They interrupt it. Now Berserker's call to reinitiate. Yao comes in, blinks right in the middle of the fight. As much damage as the Timbersaw can do, gets the kill on the whip, but it will cost them their Visage. Cloud9 doing the damage here. Is now in July lockdown. Another Berserker's call. Envy swapped out, but still dunked. The Axe lives long enough to do massive damage to the Dire team. And even though Cloud9 are getting the better of the trade so far, it's not over yet. The Birds will chase down Misery. Sylar now locked down. It's just Yao alive. Gets Fata as well as Bone 7 low, but can't secure the kills. Buyback from Axe. Looking for some more dunks. It will be Cloud9 that trade 2 for 4.
That was really close for him to getting another 2 kills. He missed one of his Timber chain, otherwise I think they would have gotten at least one more extra kill.
I think it would have been totally different if he hit that Berserker's call at the beginning too. To stop Envy from the Omni Slash.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah,
tower
that would have
is
been big
under
as well.
attack.
But at the end of the day, Envy still
Dire's
died.
middle tower is under
He
attack.
used a buyback on the Axe, so I guess at the end of the day, C9 is going to be happy of the outcome of that
Radiant's
combat.
bottom tower
Roshan
is
is
under
still going to be
attack.
up for grabs. Lycan responding in 30 seconds. I guess it's going to be everyone up, all 10 heroes up before, again, if they want to fight for the Roche. Omni Slash another 27 seconds, so it's gonna be ready for the next fight.
Alright, Cloud9 go right into the Roche pit. They weren't smoked up, so Radiant have vision. They've got a ward on the high ground on the other side of the river. Should be pretty aware of how quickly Roche can go down.
They need to get the vision of the ulti this time.
Oh, and July comes in. Misery caught by the call, and now gets dunked. Bone 7 with an aggressive duel on the Fade.
Again, Faith again.
They mech him up though. He almost lives, but no. Bone 7 does secure the kill. Big Daddy locked down, killed by familiars. Now on the other side of the fight, it's Fata. Dueled by In July. Now MMY on the run. In comes Bone 7. Cleanses Fata, gives him a little speed boost, makes it an easy kill on the burn. Reinitiation now. In July comes in. They drop the Juggernaut in a matter of seconds. Bone 7 and Fata trying to run away. Sylar in hot pursuit in the ultimate form. All these units continuing to chasing them down as well. Pressure attack comes out in July, blinks forward. There's the Chivas. Berserker's call will connect. Bone 7 in a lot of trouble. He'll go down. It's just Fata that stays alive, and LGD strike back again. Taking another fight. Yao just TP's out, but Fata might still find the kill. No, in July makes it out also. Roche still up for grabs, but this time it's LGD that take the fight. Lycanwolf denying a bottle in the pit.
That fight was very, very close. It could have went anyone's favor, but yet again you could see C9 know that the Witch Doctor ulti is the most crucial thing in LGD's lineup. 3 fights in a row. Bone 7 blinks duels, gets the Witch Doctor down off the fight first.
Do you think Witch Doctor should make a pit stop here before finishing the Ags and just grab that Ghost Scepter you were talking about to deal with the duel? Is it worth it for him here? I mean, he's already got Ogre Club and Point Booster, so he's already pretty tanky.
I don't think he wants to do that though, because the Witch Doctor upgrade on Axe is just so good.
Yeah.
And if he wanted to do that, he would have done it a long time ago if he true. I guess he's gonna finish it. Here comes Fata, gonna pop the Shooter's Gut, runs into the road kick.
Still goes down to the Radiant though, liking the one to grab the Aegis. Faith on the backside, does channel the ultimate for a little while. It costs him his life, but they get the kill on Big Daddy before he goes down. Fata now on the run, but gets hit by the Shivas. They should be able to bring him down here. It's a 3-on-1.
They're gonna reclaim their gem as well, Larry.
Fata's the one carrying it. They really want this kill. The dunk from Axe secures it, a double for In July, and the gem gets into the inventory of Yao. It's a 2 for 2, but it's LGD that get the huge advantage, securing the Roche and the gem once more.
Yeah, but like you mentioned, is he gonna stop for the Ghost Scepter right now? After every fight in the last 15-20 minutes,
Yeah.
he's been getting focused on time and time again.
I feel like it's a worthy pit stop at this point.
The more I think about it, probably he wants, like, he's been dying anyway, he's not going to be able to get anything else.
Yeah, but it's LGD moving towards the high ground. They force out the cliff right away. You hear that howl from the Lycan. In comes Bone 7 though, looking for a dual target. Can't quite find it. In July, in very deep, gets off the Berserker's call, making some space for Sylar to do the damage, but it's just a kill on Axe. Now LGD need to retreat. Sylar with a little bit of time left on the ultimate will be able to make it out, it would seem. And yeah, Timbersaw,
he's too fast.
he'll be okay. And they keep the gem safe. It is in the inventory of the Timbersaw. Cheese on the Axe, he had it, but unable to pop it in time.
Yeah, he died in a dual duration, so couldn't pop anything. And Big Daddy Note is gonna finish his. I think this is a very crucial item. Black.
Sylar. They want to chase him down. He has an Omni Slash. No, he does not. Never mind. And Yao comes in, getting that big body in the way. Lycan will live. Omni Slash not up for another 15.
They're gonna have to stack this tower, I guess. Axe has 50 seconds on the sidelines. They won't be able to fight without their most RPO here. So Yao, at the very best, can try to slow this push down with his chakram, do some damage to creep wave.
And Axe does have a buyback here though. Timbersaw, the only other hero with enough gold to make it happen. They will move towards the high ground. Radiant have a blitz available. They use it. Oh no, buyback's on cooldown, pardon me.
Dire's bottom tower is under
You're
attack.
right, so still 25 seconds. Only half damage done to the tower though.
Oh, that was weird.
That's weird.
The buyback said no. It actually said.
Oh, I think I looked at Lycan. Yeah, I misread. My mistake. Okay, so now they go back in onto the tier 3 tower. EE in the front lines with his tether buddy behind him. They get the kill on the Necro Book. They go straight for the melee barracks. They need to defend now. Omni Slash flies through, does a lot of damage spread across all of the heroes though. Nobody on LGD particularly low. Faith responds with a Death Ward, and that will push Cloud9 back for now.
To get back now. Axe is already out.
And he's got the cheese. Okay, so pretty good hold for LGD, a 4v5, and they only lose their tier 3 tower.
Yeah, all the fights have been really 50-50. Anyone could have win the fights. Like, I think the crucial hero, yet again, C9, they need to be able to take down the Witch Doctor. Every fight they take down the Witch Doctor, they've been winning all the fights. And for LGD, the call has to be on at least 2 of the calls. If he can actually call Enemy before Enemy drops his Omni Slash, the fight usually goes to LGD's favor. But if Enemy dies but actually gets his ultimate off, LGD would mostly lose the fight, so it's gonna be about how LGD will be able to protect the Witch Doctor and if they can actually jump on the Juggernaut first before he unloads his ultimate.
So Assault Kuros up on Cloud9. Bristleback has it completed.
You know, with that being said, Zayuri, I really think Ghost Scepters could actually change the face of the fights.
Yeah. I mean, C9, they don't have any defusals. They don't have any even in construction. So I completely agree. But we'll see an Aghanims now up on the Timbersaw. Big damage output increase here for LGD as they smoke through the mid lane.
Very devastating against the Bristol, the Wiz, and the Legion Commander. All of them do not have BKBs.
Yep.
Except for the Legion has BKB.
That's the only one.
He's the only one that has BKB.
So LGD not going to find too much out of this smoke. Cloud9 in a very defensive position, just all turtled up in their base. They will dodge it for now. Also, the AC is up on Lycan, so 1 AC apiece. They still have Aegis Cheese. How much is the time left on the Aegis? Got to be like 2 minutes, so less than a minute.
It's going to be
like
over
45 seconds. So LGD, I don't think they'll be able to make too much of a use out of it.
Though.
However, Lycan does have a double damage rune, and there's no glyph on the Dire for about a minute and 20.
We all remember last time when this happened when Lycan had a DD.
Yep. And Bristleback is not with him right now. He is pushing the top lane, will start to TP back, but not going to be here in time to save the tower. Sylar goes right for the structure, and he'll bring down the melee barracks in a matter of seconds. Now Yao hops forward in July shortly after. Eternal Envy with the Omni Slash. Can he actually get it off? He will. LGD still with all 5 alive. They get the kill on Wisp. Now their Witch Doctor goes down. Buyback on the Wisp. It is a 4v5 on the field. C9 with the advantage, and LGD will make the right call to back out. But the swap pulls Axe into an awkward position, and in July just plays Sacrificial Lamb. Makes the space for his team to get out, as he's definitely going to fall. They get the melee barracks, so end of the day, LGD kind of got what they came for.
Yeah, but I don't understand why the Witch Doctor has been so up. He was so up deep in the fight that he gave the Bone 7 Legion commander an easy duel on him. He just literally saw him in the middle of the high ground and his blink can duel him. Like every fight he's been doing that, he needs to stand way further behind. He can't be anywhere near the fight.
Unless he gets a Ghost Scepter, then maybe. Maybe, just maybe.
Just maybe, but you still rather not get focused by the duel.
Rather sit back. So he's got 900 gold now.
I think he's just gonna finish the axe and hope for a better positioning so that the duel doesn't get casted on him.
I mean, if he goes for the axe, the nice thing about that is it really just takes one team fight where they don't get the duel off on him, and the damage is crippling. So
against a Lycan, one fight, game over.
Yeah, exactly. So I see the trade-off here. The Ghost Scepter feels a little more safe, but if you get the Ags and that you get that one amazing situation, then you can pretty much end the game off of it. Cloud9, though, they're feeling the heat Winter. They're going to group up and take out this last outer tower for LGD.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I don't think they'll be able to push high ground yet, but it's going to take a while before Cloud9 tries to siege high ground. LGD would be the ones having the stronger lineup to siege the high ground now. Look at the items again. AC, Necrobook 3 Vlads.
There is an AC on the Dire side, so they kind of counter each other out. With the level 3 Necro, the Vlad, well, there's Vlads on each side also. It's actually fairly comparable.
Yeah, it's
less the Necro.
The game is very, very even. Like anyone could take the game. Like if you look at the net worth, it's almost the same.
Within about 2,000.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think Envy should itemize with? He's got like 6,000 gold. Okay, he just picked up the Eagle Song, so he'll answer that question for us. It looks like Butterfly going to be his item of choice here.
Yeah, a lot of physical damage again from LGD side. Getting that evasion, very, very good. Lycan usually generally doesn't like to get Monkey King Ma on that hero.
If he can avoid it, yeah, he'd prefer not to.
Looking at all the fights, I still think Faith has to be positioned really back. He can't allow the Legion Commander to get an easy duel on him unless like they commit a swap just to cancel the Witch Doctor ultimate. If they have to do that, it's at least a lot better for them since they can't use the swap to maybe save Fata or save Eternal Envy in the fights.
Yeah.
He can't just get killed by the Legion Commander that easily again. And a lot of damage source comes from him alone.
Yeah, all that physical. Halberd, is that a Halberd up on Axe? He's had that for
he had a while.
Yeah, he's had that for a while. Oh boy. More staff now for In July on the Courier, so Axe gonna get another mobility tool. That's what I was thinking of. So close those gaps a little bit easier. This Roche will be a much longer respawn though, about 2.5 minutes, close to the max. So maybe good news for Cloud9 here.
A lot better news. Yeah, but I was gonna say Cloud9 would be really happy if it takes a longer time to respawn for the Roshan, so it would delay the fights and they can actually get more items on their heroes. Bone 7 hasn't got any item for them, so they're just saving for buybacks at the moment. Fata has the double armor, Shivers and Assault Cuirass, another 5k gold. He's the most farm hero on the map after
Yeah.
all the fights that have been going on.
Is that a good thing, though, having your Bristle at the #1 farm?
Dire's bottom
Bristol with
barracks
a
are under
Bristol
attack.
would be, you can carry a team fight alone with that. Like,
Alright.
Envy has been constantly being focused by the axe all the time.
5,200 gold. He could be getting close to an
Yeah, I
Abyssal
think you
Blade
go
here.
for the Dasher Abyssal right now as the Abyssal. You don't need more HP in the form of the heart. You have a lot of attack speed with the AC, SMY, and your Warpath, so you
He's
go
got
for
more armor than he knows what to do with.
that's why you go for the Abyssal Blade right now. It will be the biggest pickup that he is gonna be getting right now.
Okay. And smoke from LGD through the mid lane. In July leading the way with his new
Oh,
mobility
no.
items.
Cloud9 is on the high ground.
Timbersaw is not with them either, so it is a 4-on-5 if they choose to engage this. LGD smoking on through. They've got a ward now on the high ground,
They
but
know.
Timber does have BOTs.
They know they killed the Volks before this Misery has a gem. Would this be a similar situation where LGD runs up the high ground and loses multiple heroes?
Possibly. Timbersaw joins the party. BOTs into
They
the
need to get
familiars,
out.
it
This
looks
is-
like.
This is a very bad position for them to fight. You
Yeah.
can't run up the high ground against all those heroes.
Yeah, they're just going to back out and go around the other way. Cloud9 still just turtled up inside the Radiant jungle. Could be a battle for Roche here. It'll be up in just about a minute's time, and both teams eager to secure control around the pit.
LGD can just use their summons, the Wolves and the Familiars, to actually push the lane so that you force C9 to go back to the base, or even the Timbersaw with Boost of Travel and Blink Dagger. Just split push around the map, force them back, and you move them around the map, then you control the Roche pit better. It's gonna be out soon.
Yep, LGD feigning a push mid as they go back to the Roche pit. Lycan Wolves doing some scouting here.
They have been all 10 heroes have been standing here for quite some time, and LGD gonna make the
I feel like this-
better move. They're gonna force one or two of heroes to go back though. They want to do that,
Yeah.
and then they go for the Roshan after that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this kind of stalemate is for good reason. This next Roche is very important. If LGD get it, defending the high ground for Cloud9 will be very difficult. C9 kind of need this to extend the game. They move into the pit. They kill Roche very quickly, but LGD, they're here. They're going to contest it in July. Goes cruising into the pit, stops the assault for now. Death Ward onto the high ground. Faith with beautiful positioning. Yao still falls, but they get the counter kill on the Bone 7. A 1-for-1 straight away. Timbersaw will be back in 20 seconds with BOT. Sylar, ultimate form, will try to run away, but gets stunned up. Can he make it out? Oh, he's slow, and he'll go down. 1 for 2, double for Fata. Buyback on the Lycan. They need to contest this Roche, and they will. In July, on his way in to try and buy his team some time, but it's just him right now. He goes in, duel on Big Daddy. Not going to stop the Roche. Bristleback gets the Aegis, and not sure where the cheese ends up, but LGD will have to hand the Roche over. Cheese on Kaluja. Yep,
Oh, here comes the call from July yet once again. Wow, he's gonna be dragging that right here. And Fata running in like a mad with the Aegis on
Oh, he's so brave. LGD pretty healthy for now, but the Quill's starting to stack up. C9, they get a dunk, or pardon me, LGD get a dunk on Big Daddy. In July, taking some pretty big damage here. They will get a clean pick-off. Sylar trying to chase down Envy. Can he find the pick-off here as well? Cheese has been passed over. And he'll give up on that front. Now they turn to Fata. He still has the Aegis, but even being able to burn it here would be nice for LGD. Crimson Guard comes out, and against all of these summons, he will stay safe.
Oh, they almost got the Aegis from Fata there. It could have been big. But he's gonna have it for the next fight, and C9 looking more and more ready to actually push high ground this time. They've been defending for the past 15 minutes, and this is gonna be the time for them to just get a push, go into the
Dire's
LGD space with the
structures are
Aegis.
fortified.
Yeah, they will be forced to glyph to try and save their range barracks down bottom as the creeps push in. And Cardi can do some good damage to it, but ultimately they will defend. 8,000 gold on the Bristle as Cloud9 take the biggest lead we've seen this game.
This Bristol is gonna be so scary with the static charge on him from Envy. Just running in with the armor, and he has 8k gold. I think he just wants to use the Aegis right now so he can actually buy an item.
Yeah, we see the Crimson Guard on Bristle pretty frequently, but this is a great game for it against the Lycan Wolves, Familiars, the Necronomicon units, really mitigating a lot of damage.
He's
As-
going for Butterfly.
Yeah, he
just
picks
left,
up the Talisman.
left his Sans and Yasha at the base. Gonna finish the Butterfly.
Yeah, looks like it. All right.
Yes, he's gonna finish the Butterfly.
Butterfly Bristleback. Okay, you don't see that one too often, but huge EHP. Could it be a halberd?
Is he making?
No, he's already picked up the Eagle Song. Yeah, no, that's a full butterfly.
That's a full butterfly, yeah. It's gonna give him a lot of attack speed, mediocre damage, but yeah, Lycan basically cannot kill him right now. I don't think he can kill him without a Monkey King bar.
So this basically forces the Lycan into MKB at this point, right?
Yeah, you have to get one, but he's nowhere close.
Double butterfly. Yeah, no reason not to get it. Hex, is there any kind of Hex inbound for LGD? Timbersaw would be a good carrier.
Timbersaw, he looks like he's building a Shivas.
A second Shivas.
But yeah, I don't think that would be very helpful right now. The Hex, like you mentioned, would be the ideal tool to take away the evasion from the butterfly against the Bristol or against the Juggernaut.
Yeah. Sylar, yeah, not even close to an MKB though. 2,400 gold. Go ahead and pick up that Demon Edge. It still has a good bit of farming to do. 2 minutes left on the Aegis. Cloud9 will smoke, rotate through the mid. Looks like a double damage rune is also on the Bristleback. A pretty scary time for LGD to take a fight, and they will position themselves defensively and be a-okay.
Well, I just want to see them use their summons just to speed push the lane and just make sure that they push from a safe distance here. They want to get a dual initiation, but everyone's back in the base.
Yep. LGD gearing up to make the defense. Radiant have a glyph available here.
This Bristleback is so scary. Static charge is going to be put on him soon by Andy, I guess, and with the double damage with Bristol, it's just so damn scary.
Yeah. Double damage will expire, and Big Daddy tethered to it, but the tether actually gets broken. LGD trying to find the right angle to initiate here, recognizing Fata has the Aegis. Not the target they want. They try to call him back, but he's pretty damn slow, so they won't pull him too far out of position. Crimson Guard used just on Fata by Fata. Does not buff up anyone on his team, but he'll be okay. Survives through all that damage, and they're just slow sieging down this tower. Not so slow anymore as Fata starts laying in the licks. And in July, looking for some options here. There's the duel onto Sylar. They get the kill on the Whoop to start off this fight. Oh no, this is looking bad for LGD. They're taking a lot of damage in July, getting low, but EE wins the duel, at least for now. Goes down afterwards. Double buyback used by LGD. Axe as well as the Visage back in the fray, but as you pointed out, Lycan still dead. Faith barely still alive as Fata in the front lines, zoning out LGD as his team clears up the barracks. Envy did buy back for this. BOT's in. Now the relocate top. Cloud9 want to deliver the killing blow while they have the opportunity with the big wolf in the grave. Bottom lane of barracks already cleared out. Mid taking a lot of damage, and Envy still up top, ready to push into that lane as soon as the Radiant commit towards the mid. In July, now commits forward, goes in onto Misery. They'll find a dunk here. Can they find anything else? Now Fata in a little bit of a sticky wicket, has that back turn, trying to make it out. Chakrams flying through. They'll continue to slow him down. Berserker's call, they get the kill. So what did Cloud9 do in terms of damage? They get the bottom lane of barracks, a melee mid, and the tier 3 top. Big momentum, but still have not sealed the deal quite yet, as LGD will go straight up the mid for a counter push of their own.
Yeah, at best they want to force the Bristleback buyback. Bench has buyout as well. 1-7 is going to be up for this fight. Well, damage already has been done, but at least, the very least, they need to be able to force the Bristleback to use his buyback to at least get some damage done.
They'll try it. The Venge buys back preemptively, but with Lycan still down for 15, this gets a little more tricky for LGD.
If they can kill MV once more, they could be the ones winning the game.
Still no BOTs out on the Lycan, just trying to pull up for the MKB. Timbersaw.
Did he finish the MKB? No.
No. Just Dagon. Yeah, it's a Dagon instead of a Scythe coming out for the Timber. Just hanging onto a casual plate mail for now.
It's a lot of burst damage though against the Wisp and the French. He will be able to take those two zeros out alone.
Ooh, another double damage rune up top. Gets scattered out by the Radiant, and Sylar throws it into the bottle. They call this the Rune of Many Winds for a reason here, Winter. Could it be? Could it be?
But Bristleback didn't force the Bristol to use his buyback, so I think if you're C9, you're happy right now. None of the buybacks being forced except for a bench buyback on the course. Every core, except for Envy that he actually bought out just now, and Bone 7 doesn't have, his cooldown is coming off in 25 seconds. He's going to have a buyback the next fight as well.
And Lycans just came off cooldown, but won't have the gold for it. Did he just pick up a new item? Yeah, he just bought something, but still not enough for the MKB. I think he needs another 900.
No,
No, that was a gem.
he didn't buy.
He didn't buy anything. Just didn't have as much money as I thought. All right.
Witch Doctor, it's gonna be up to you.
Okay, initiation here in July. Force that back to try and pull him out of position. Gal taking so much damage. Sylar taking a lot as well. Bone 7 will be crowned the winner for some bonus damage, but ends up going down. Then decapitated by the axe, as now Fata back turn, running towards the base. A 1 for 2. Cloud9 will be okay for now. Envy near the secret shop.
And that death hot just totally destroyed C9 there. That shows you how important it is for C9 to actually get the duel on the Witch Doctor.
Oh, Dire Glyph used a little preemptively here. Could make for an easy push for LGD.
That's a buyback on Bone 7 if they need to.
And top lane, oh, it's getting pushed in. LGD will have to defend with the Timber Saw. He died, came back thanks to those Bloodstone charges, has BOTs. We'll be able to get back into this. Oh boy.
Whoops.
Observer, and then join the party. Okay, GG, let's resume. And now LGD just goes straight up to the high ground. Wolves chipping at the tower. Sylar will be a little more patient and backs out. Unable to force a buyback quite yet. Looks like LGD will stick around.
Here comes the bots from the Timber Saw.
Okay, on his way in. They need at least a melee barracks here to level things out. Fata doing what he can, but here we go. Berserker's call to initiate, pulls Fata into an awkward position. Timbersaw gets behind him, starts poking him in the back for max damage. The Death Ward from Fade flying through, doing some decent damage, like his dive speed to bring down No Tail. He flies back right away, but Bone 7 just gets dunked as he tries to initiate. Now the buyback there. Fata, low on health, but still alive, was tethered up, getting overcharged by Big Daddy. Goes back in, remember, he has a buyback available, but he'll go down, and he'll probably be forced to use it. C9 quickly running out of options. Although Envy, here you go, Winter, the back door is real. He gets the mid lane of Barracks and might be able to mega LGD. This could turn into a good old-fashioned base race. Envy goes straight for the tier 4s. Berserker's call, Misery goes down, Bone 7. It'll be a dieback for him. Not many reinforcements left for Cloud9 to defend. He gets one of the tier 4 towers, one more still remaining, but LGD, they've got the numbers advantage. They get a tier 4 tower now as well. Envy,
He just got a desolation. He just got a desolation.
From the enemy shop, he'll go into the tier 4 as well. It's going to be really close here. Winter, C9 trying to defend as best they can. Fata, he's bought back. He's doing what damage he can. Radiant, they still had the clip. That stopped EE dead in his tracks, but they can't focus the throne themselves. Instead, they have to deal with the heroes. Fata doing a lot of damage. This is going to be damn close. So much on the line here. Eternal Envy might be able to do it to get his team 8th place. LGD, they just want the throw, but they can't. It's Envy. Oh my God, Winter, you called it, and Envy did it. Cloud9. Ah! I can't believe it came down to that.
I actually thought the Wiz would actually relocate himself to actually help the Juggernaut to do damage, but instead he chose to stay back, try to keep Fata alive in